I'm just gonna squeeze this bed in here or something. There you go. Just to get one more villager. So what are we doing next? I guess I should tidy up. I've got like 15 more minutes today. Let's just tidy up and think about what the next big project is gonna be. I mean, so some easy stuff. Easy as in we don't have to think about it. I do want to expand my beacon coverage. So 5 more sets of beacons. So right, the moment is 2 by 2. Expand that to 3 by 3. Expand it over in that direction, that way. So that's easy because we don't really need to design anything. And we want to think about, let me just pick all this stuff up. Put those in there. Oh, I need to carry this stuff back. And I don't have any empty boxes left. Actually, maybe I can make some empty boxes. I do want to try to do this cobblestone generator, an automatic cobblestone generator using creepers to blow stuff up. So I want to try that. That's going to be interesting, to say the least. And between this village and the main city, I want to build something there as well. So there's the underground water cave under that hill there. Oh, I need to put this stuff away too. Oops. Alright. Don't drop everything. Redstone goes there. Your hat back on. What is that? Dirt? Why is there so much dirt? Okay. Charcoal. Block of bamboo. Glass. So the packed mud, we're not going to use mud bricks anymore. Dirt packed mud we can put away. Oh, the packed mud stuff. Lighting. Iron. We can put the stone away. I don't know why I'm carrying so much pale moss. I guess we just hold on to the pale moss for now. Stone and cobblestone we can put away. Purple we're gonna use. Snow we're gonna use. So this stuff we put away. What am I gonna do with the pale moss? I have way too much pale moss. Maybe just hold on to that. This stuff we put in storage. Right. Also this. I guess I'm gonna take this with me. Put that in there. Check the book. Don't need this anymore. We've finished all of that. Beds in North Village, done that. Farmers Market. We never did that. I don't think I'm going to do Farmers Market. We're not going to expand storage anytime soon. Oh, the colored light experiments. I have been doing that. In fact, it's still over at my base. Expand beacon coverage, creeper-based auto cobblestone. So that's what I want to do next. Let me clean all this up, and then we have to come back and grab all this stuff as well. So here, at this point, so the road ends there, and the road ends there, right? So we need to extend the road. But the other question is, I'm going to build something here. I was thinking like a classical, like Greek style thing, and then something underwater, underground, like a grotto. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I need to think about this a lot more. Like I have some vague ideas, but they're not very well thought out. Maybe like waterfalls. It seems like a lot of work though. Let me just think about that. I'm not gonna make any promises right now. Uh, I think I have colored glass there already. So over at the proving grounds, I've been testing out the new RTX, the new BetterRTX mod. Oh, so the kaleidoscope thing is not gonna work. So this would be a hall of mirrors. So there's like tinted glass there and tinted glass there. But you'll notice that the reflection, it only reflects once. So you don't get multiple reflections, and therefore you don't have the hall of mirrors effect, right? We can't really get a kaleidoscope going because it only reflects once at most. So that's not very good. So no kaleidoscopes yet. Only a single reflection. What I'm saying is like it doesn't like that reflection is not reflected again over there, is what I'm trying to say. And then here we have a indirect lighting test, except it doesn't always work. So the issue with indirect lighting is that because there are so many lights nearby, it takes a long time to calculate. If you do this setup in a empty map with no torches and anything else, then the calculation is quite fast. And what it's supposed to look like, if I just kind of remove this, like reset the lighting, and then put new lights down. No, that doesn't quite reset it. Let me just do that. Put a new light down, reset the lighting. It might be a problem that I'm streaming as well. Yes, you see how it flickered a little bit there? At some point it runs out of memory, I think. And then when it runs out of memory, it just stops trying. So I might not be able to record this or stream this because... Yeah, like it flickered again. And there's just no indirect lighting. Yeah, no, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work because I'm also streaming. I wish I could show you what's supposed to happen. Oh, you can see a little bit there. Okay, there you go. So what it's supposed to do, the light is supposed to bounce off the ceiling and light up this bit here as well. So it's starting to calculate it, right? And if you give it enough time, it will gradually calculate the indirect lighting. So the light bounces off that surface and bounces off that surface and then back onto the ground. So even though there's no, like this part of the floor is blocked off from the torch, the light bounces around the room. So it's not pitch black here. The calculation is not great. It really is limited by the speed of your graphics card and your video memory. I have noticed that if I have Minecraft, oh there you go. So when it runs out of video memory, I think, is what happens, and it just resets it and just gives up. It was doing it and then it gave up. Um, yeah, so that it's not perfect. There are still some issues with it. Maybe I should like start a new world just to show you. How much time do I have? Like 5 minutes? You know what? Let me tidy up in my own time. I'm gonna start a new world and just show off this indirect lighting thing, right? When it works, it looks great. if if it works, it looks great. That's a big if though. Resource packs. Let's go ahead and activate that. And then I wonder if this will work while I'm streaming. It might not work because I'm streaming. I'm sure with more work they can improve this. I think it's mostly software. I mean the problems with it running out of. I don't know if it's running out of memory. I think it's running out of memory, right? Or maybe it's just not allocating the memory well. Smooth stone, and then torch. Alright, so let me close myself off in a room somewhere. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess we'll just make a cube. Might be better if the cube is smaller, actually. Let's have it one block lower down. That one. Alright, so there's the light there. If I put a ditch on one side, and already you can see it. Well, I mean, I just messed it up. So you see how this is not pitch black over here. The light's bouncing off those surfaces and lighting that up, right? If I move the torch, so you remove the torch, it takes a while for it to figure out there's no light left, and then it completely resets. And if we put a torch in there and give it time to calculate. Right, so the primary shadow is there, but the light bounces off the other surfaces so that this is not pitch black. So this is global illumination, this is indirect lighting. And when there's only one torch in the whole world, it works great. It's fast, and it calculates everything perfectly. The issue is when you have a really big world like my main world, and there's way too many lights at the same time, it does not prioritize the area around the player, and it doesn't allocate the memory well enough. So it's after a while it just gives up because it runs out of memory. How is it? But doesn't it look as good in regular vanilla lighting? How is this interesting regarding local lighting? So this is so okay. So the regular lighting, however, there are limitations to what that can do. So this is like proper physics calculations, right? So things like if I put like some tinted glass in, not tinted glass, if I put in some colored glass in here, stained glass. If I put it like there, then it starts bleeding the red through the glass out there. And in fact, if I put it all across there, so the indirect lighting down here is red. So stuff like this becomes very complicated without ray tracing, because like how do you have to accommodate for all the different colors. In fact, if I put a different stained glass, blue, I don't know if this is too much. That's too dark. Oops. Okay, I messed that up. I messed that up because I flicked over to the torch. Let me put more torches in here. So the plan, what I'm trying to do is maybe like put a lot more light in here. So the light reflects up there, and then down here it's purple. Can you see that? So the red plus the blue makes that purple, right? A little bit. Maybe I should use a lighter blue. You can kind of see it, kind of. Yeah, but the main issue is how computationally complex this stuff is. Oh, hey, good. So you wait a little while and it fixes that up. Yeah. Anyway, something to look forward to when they fix this in the future. How is this interesting? Seeing some potential in tweaking how much light gets blocked by glass. Yeah. Yeah. So because the lighting is physically accurate, you can fine-tune and have very intricate lighting effects with ray tracing. In fact, like this is a little too blunt, however, like you're talking about having different color glass, because there's only 16 colors of glass in Minecraft, and so it's very hard to really adjust exactly what you're looking at. Maybe like red and blue is not a good idea. Like if you can pick a lighter color. It does take a while to calculate too. So that's supposed to be yellow. Oh yeah, like this for example. So up here it's white, and then coming through reflecting down, that's yellow down here. So it's white up there, yellow down here. Very, very subtle. Anyway, so that's it. So this is the latest in ray tracing technology. It looks great in a small room, but when you have like thousands of lights in a big world, it still fails to calculate because it doesn't quite figure out what to prioritize and how much memory to allocate. But we're getting better. Okay, so that's it for me for today. Let me end the stream here. I'm gonna tidy up my stuff in my own time, and I think next week we're gonna go digging and we're gonna expand our beacon coverage. Let me think about that. All right, see you next time.